Welcome back to the Karachi Gymkhana. The second inning have been started here. 312 is the target. Ayaz Ali and Sheikh Nasir are the two openers, and Shizan Babawa is bowling the first over. He nudged it to the deep square leg. First run for Ayaz Ali. Canada gonna have to be playing aggressively to chase those runs down. The required run rate is almost 7 per over. We have seen some entertaining batting from the West Indies in the later part of their innings and in the middle part of their innings. That was a good ball. This one is defended and defended very watchfully and very carefully. And it's time for me to say a very warm welcome back to Mr. Sajjad, the professor, on the behalf of Canadian side. 312, of course, is a big score, Sajjad, but you got depth in your batting, and one can hope that you can chase it down.
Thank you for the welcome. That is the hope, but we're looking to start well. Get our guys to get their eye in, and hopefully keep the score ticking over. Ones and twos. So it looks like the bowler is marking his run up. Ayaz Ali to face. I've actually played Zaman Amin several times, and he's a very good bowler.
The West Indies have a lot of variety in their spin attack. He's a left arm spinner and he's going to come between umpire and the stumps. And he gave a lot of air to the first one and kept that one wide outside the off stump, and it's called wide.
Ayaz had a bit of a heave-ho there, but he missed it altogether. You'll have to be a little bit careful with that ball skidding off the pitch outside the off stump in the new ball.
Yeah, he's giving a lot of air. Another wide.
It's hard work for the umpire in this weather as well.
Yeah, very tough. Not only for the fielding side, but also for the umpires and also for the camera crews who's standing under the hot sun and covering this match.
It's always nice to have a cup of tea after lunch.
Have you enjoyed your lunch, and what did you take in it?
I took everything in the menu, everything.
Oh,
Did you see me in front of you?
So I was busy in taking for myself.
One thing I always tell when I'm teaching students, always know that when you get a chance to eat, eat.
Oh, that's good.
Because that is how you sustain yourself and you are more productive in the afternoon. Commentators need to eat a good lunch as well.
Yeah, indeed. And I have taken a very good lunch. I took some rice. I took some fruits as well.
It looks like Zaman has a better line to the left-hander there.
Wicketkeeper is well up. Wabwa in the lawn slip. Oh,
Tried to hit that on the up, beaten. So the intent that the batter just showed has created a change of field. Backward point comes in from the boundary. Mid off goes to long off.
he cut it off the back foot, but straight to the man fielding in the gully. And a very good over from Zamin. 2 gone, 4 for no loss.
Outside of the wides, he didn't really give much away there. It's only 1 run off the bat, 4 without loss, 2 overs. So as you can see, the background, the buildings, skyscrapers of Karachi. You definitely get a feel for the city when you look across with these images from the drone.
That's on the leg stump, and that's going to go all the way to the fine leg boundary for 4 runs. First boundary of the Canadian innings and first boundary for the Ayaz as well. That was pitched outside the leg stump, and batsman pivoted on one leg and almost pulled it round the corner. That wasn't a sweep shot. That was a sort of a pull shot round the corner for Ayaz Ali, and he picked up his first boundary.
It's always a good feeling to get a 4 off the bat. Called for a run. Non-striker said no. I think Nasir is just wanting to get his feet under him first. Push to the off for a single.
And there you see the fielders taking their positions. On the offside, we have point. Cover is brought in. Fazil is going in the gully region.
It looks like they have a protection on the leg side. What do you think, Rana Saab, about the square leg on the boundary? Is that for a tactic, or is that to protect just in case he strays down the leg side?
I think one can have a protection at the square leg boundary in first 15 overs or first 10 overs. But if your paces are on, because they have got the spinners on from both the ends, that's why they are protecting the mid-wicket boundary and the long-on boundary.
Yeah. Is that a mid-wicket or a square leg? Forward of square leg, I guess.
Almost in between square leg and mid-wicket. Fielder is guarding right at the boundary.
Push towards point, well fielded, no run.
9 for no loss, 3 overs have been bowled.
So far, a steady start for both the bowling side and the batting side. 3 runs and over, but no wicket down.
Sajad, at one stage you were bowling well and West Indies was struggling to get runs, and you got 3 wickets, one after the other. But where did you think that they took the game away as far as the first innings goes, although game is left because second innings is on, but they went on to make 311, which is a big score.
They had a 100-run partnership, which was key, and they had it in quick time. So that gave them a good platform to launch from.
And that is hit away. towards the straight boundary for a single.
So 1 run. It is. It was played in what it would be known in the old days of radio commentary as Jarehana's shot.
Yes, yes, it is. बड़े जारहाना अंदाज में खेले.
I remember as a kid listening to the radio, they would get really excited when they would say Jarehana shot.
One of very senior radio colleague, he currently lives in Canada. I'm not quite sure whether you know him or not, Mr. Iftikhar Ahmed.
I remember him.
This is a good shot. Fielder can only try to get near the ball, but he can't, and it's gone for 4.
So it looks like that's Nasir's first boundary as well. But I remember another thing that certain commentators would do, which I always used to find interesting, was unja shot, magar out.
that was Idris Bhai, I reckon. Muhammad Idris. He lives in Faisalabad, and he did a lot of commentary on Radio Pakistan. And he brought something fairly new to the radio commentary. He used to say, "Insmamullah खेले, अच्छा खेले, बस अब कुछ ऐसा खेल गए कि out हो गए." So he was funny in a way, but he had a very good voice.
Do you remember there was somebody Qureshis?
Omar Qureshi.
Do you remember him? Very fine commentator.
Yeah, he commentated in 1996 World Cup, and he commentated for the Test match special as well for BBC Radio. Chishti Mujahid Saab commentated with ABC Radio and Channel 9 and other channels.
Excellent commentator, Chishti Mujahid. So that's the end of the over. 4 overs, 14 for no loss.
And I remember Hassan Jalil in Urdu commentary, Munir Hussain, then Ehtishamul Haq and Mirza Iqbal Beg came on the scene. So there have been a lot of commentators, and there have been English and Urdu commentators for Radio Pakistan and Pakistan Television.
Currently, my former teammate, first-class player as well, Ahmed Hamad Siddiqui, he is performing that task, he told me.
Yeah, he's working with Radio Pakistan nowadays.
And my teammate in the under 19 set up in Islamabad Cricket Association, and later on Islamabad Gymkhana, Bazid Khan. I see him on the commentary as well.
Bazid Khan now has become a very good commentator, and I reckon he's covering the ICC World Cup 2023.
I think so. I'm assuming Ahmad Hamad Siddiqui and my good friend Hassan Raza, who's playing this tournament, are going to be analysts. So I was actually an analyst on Ahmed Hamad Siddiqui's show from England in the Ashes. I would do interviews from the stadium for him. I would talk to different people. So it looks like they've picked up 3 runs on that shot down the leg side. Well played by the batter. I think the bowler, Babwa, is going to try to push it more on the offside, straighten his line. Oh, he's coming around the wicket now. Oh, the fielder picked it up close to the boundary there.
Babwa into his 3rd over.
One thing I like about commentators is they have commentators and they also have analysts. And I really enjoy Nasir Hussain's analysis.
He's best in the business nowadays, the Nasir. He keeps very hawkeye on everything, and it takes the game or sees the game as a captain rather than the commentator or the broadcaster. His analysis looks like there's something coming from a captain who's watching the entire game as captain, and so is Athers, the Atherton.
Yes, yes. Well, one advantage he has that I don't have is I've never played an ODI or a test match for my country, so he has that advantage of having that experience, and so he brings something else that really gives me something to think about every time I hear him.
Yeah, this is a sort of a debate as well, that should a cricketer be a commentating or a non-cricketer can commentate. In my opinion, I think they should be having the mixture of these good
Well,
test cricketer who understands the game well, who can speak well. They should be summarizing the game, and then you can have good broadcasters who can speak fluently and knows every stroke and every thing about the game. As Alan Wilkins, he didn't play at higher level or top level. Mark Nicholas played for Hampshire but didn't
first
play a test
class,
or ODI cricket.
but
And
excellent analyst,
yeah, excellent. And Hazeman, Michael Hazeman,
Mike
and
Helvin.
then Harsha Bhogle.
But I don't think he even played
No,
club
he
level.
didn't play a club cricket, I reckon.
I don't even think he played club or maybe
Yeah.
he played university and college.
Yeah, yeah. So he's a very fine commentator. And in Pakistan, we talked about Chishti Saab, Iftikhar Saab.
No, he played semi first class. Jishti Mujahid. I
Yeah,
heard him tell.
he's played in England, I think, for Cambridge. And he played Ruby Shield as well. Bit of Ruby Shield. in
He
Karachi.
actually played at a high level, almost first class. I remember him talking about it in an interview. My favorite analyst is Greg Chappell.
Greg or Ian?
Sorry, Ian.
Ian. Yeah.
Except when he criticizes Pakistan.
He always does his homework. He's somebody who knows the game A to Z. He turned up 80 yesterday. I'm a big fan of him, but still pretty active mentally, and best storyteller I have ever seen or ever heard. And he's got a photogenic memory as well. If he meet you once, then can recall you after 20 or 30 years, and can tell the pupil exact words that you spoke to him.
He's an amazing and a very impressive personality. So I haven't met him in person, but I've met his colleagues in person, and I've worked with them. We had a high performance camp in Canada. Rodney Marsh was running it. It was very nice. Went to met him at a dinner event, and I told him that I really enjoyed listening to Chappell talk about cricket and analyze cricket.
And he got a very soothing voice as well, and he speaks very calmly and gently, so one can understand every word of him. Because usually we see Aussies speaks pretty quickly. At times it's difficult to get them, but you can get every word of Ian. And so was the Richie Beno.
Richie Beno is a legend, so much so that people dress up like him in the crowd, even now in Australia. They're called the Benos.
And I think still there are a few commentators who are very minimalistic, like Beno was. He didn't used to get excited when the wicket falls or six is hit. I still remember when Wasim Akram got 2 wickets in 2 ball in the final of '92 World Cup. He simply said, "Oh yes, he has got him," and that's a beauty. That's it. While Tony Gregg, on the other hand, he was Bill Laurie and Tony Gregg. They were very full of energy.
I find that phrase from Bill Laurie to be iconic. It's all happening here at the MCG.
Yeah. I think he is somebody who can describe the MCG best still. And that's why Channel 9 continued to bring him, even at the age of 80 or 77 or 78, to the MCG, because people love him.
Well, he's based, I think, now in Sydney. He doesn't go around much anymore because of health reasons. But
Even Ian now living in Sydney Beach or somewhere, and he worked for radio, ABC Radio and Macquarie Sports Radio, but nowadays he's resting. Although he still continuing on Channel 9, and he does the weekly show Outside the Rope. That's going down the leg side wide balls. These are the stalwarts of commentary. Chappell, Greggy, Richie, and the few names we have mentioned. Even Bycott was a unique kind of a commentator. and at times he was very critical, and he criticized people as well. Then came the Navjot Singh Sidhu.
I don't recall that, but I do recall Boycott saying that Wasim Akram and Wakar could swing at orange if you gave it to them.
Yeah, yeah. And I still remember once a catch was put down by someone, and he said, "My even my grandmother would have taken that catch."
Those are strong words from Boyks. So their approach seems to be, now that the West Indies have pushed back their field a little bit, is to focus on singles. Because that's something that I saw Canada struggled with, stopping the singles. I mean, I was out there, and I think Canada wants to match that as a counter punch with their own good running between the wickets.
And you didn't send any one bounce throw today. Just kidding. Ayaz Ali is on 14, Sheikh is on 6. And that will end the over number 7. It is 23 for no loss. So we have West Indies playing against Canada, and I'm talking to Mr. Sajjad. What about the Caribbean way of commentary? We have seen Michael Holding, we have seen Bishop's commentary. In fact, I should say we have heard or we have listened. And Tony Cozier.
Tony Clozier was an amazing commentator and a historian of the game.
Yeah, he was. Unfortunately, he passed away. Bano passed away. Tony Greig passed away at the age of 66.
Unfortunate reality of life. We all have to return.
And this one is going, and gone over mid-wicket. Let's wait for the signal. It dropped once before it get over the boundary for 4 runs.
That was a nice shot. It looks like Zaman was a little too straight.
And talking of the commentators, do you know any big name from All India Radio commentary? Did you listen to their commentary or not?
I like Ganguly's commentary. Although I don't think he's a regular. I think he's more of an analyst. I've seen him on the commentary once in a while, and in the analysis shows. I like Ganguly's style. I like the way he discusses things.
And to me, I like Ravi's way of conducting the presentation party, conducting the toss, and that is a run-out chance which has not been availed by the bowler because throw came in, but he could not able to collect that one cleanly or neatly, and by the time batsman reached back into his crease at the non-striking end, the batsman who was on trouble.
Yeah, I think Nasir was on the back foot. He wasn't ready to run that run. Straight to the fielder again at point. He's targeting the offside. He's hoping to get it past the inner circle.
Runs are not coming at a very good pace at the moment, and that's a good shot. This has been put away to the deep extra covers boundary for 4.
Dispatched. I wouldn't say it's been put away. I'd say it's dispatched.
Absolutely. Straight back and then hammered that. Second boundary of the over. So Sheikh Nasir now is showing some aggression. Down the wicket he goes, but didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball to lift this one, which he wanted.
He had to adjust at the last minute. Played it to mid wicket.
31 for no loss, 8 overs are gone.
So Rana Saab, did you have any commentators from the West Indies team? Did you have any commentators from the West Indies team today?
Yeah, I commentated with Mr. Devi, who commentated with us and shared a lot of things about the Caribbean current cricket and the past cricket. And he's going to join you as well for a little stint of 4 or 5 overs. And I'm going to bring him in a while.
Ayaz pushes forward. No run. Babwa to continue. Shazan Babwa. So far, no wickets for 12 runs. He's in his fifth over. It's played nicely into the covers. No runs. Straight to the fielder. Again, no run. Babwa is bowling a good over so far. 3 dot balls. Ayaz looking towards the onside. Ayaz cuts. See if it's off the bat. Looks like it is. Should come back for 2. The fielder stops it before the boundary. So that'll be 2 runs to Ayaz. Ayaz moves on to 14. Actually, 16. He's got a bit of a start now. Hopefully, he can see if he can continue. Pushed back to the bowler, no runs. He hits it in the air. Very nice shot. Right to the left of the side screen, 6 runs. Ayaz lifting that majestically. They're going to need a lot more of that, but at least he's got his first 6. 39 for no loss. So far, 8 runs in the over. Actually, it's the end of the over. That was 8 runs in that over. The end of 9 overs, the 10th about to start. It's a beautiful ground, Karachi Gymkhana, historic ground in the heart of Karachi, one of the great cities of South Asia, along the coastline of the Arabian Sea. We haven't seen much rain during this tournament, except for one day. I've been told it doesn't rain much in these parts. Oh, he's beaten outside the off stump there. The new bowler on, Devin Clements. It was his first delivery. Immediately, he's got a good line and length going. Defensive push forward into the cover region. No runs. Guides it towards long on. Or maybe it's more of a push. One run to the batter. West Indies adjusting their field right now. That 6 seems to have given them something to think about. Cut away very nicely. Running to the boundary, 4 more runs to a Yaz. Score moves on to 44. Hit towards the long on region. Oh, that's another 4. It beats the field. It's 48 for no loss. It's the 10th over bowling. Oh, that's another shot through the covers. Looks like it's going to be another 4. That's the 50 up for Canada, 52 for no loss. That's the end of the 10th over, 52 for no loss. 3 fours in that over, 13 run over. Hit into the offside, straight to long off for a single by Nasir. It's a good tactic, good ploy to give a Yaz the face. Yaz is middling the ball quite nicely so far. Nasir Shafiq giving him good support. Played onto the onside, straight to the fielder, no run. Mid-wicket fielder fields it. Played onto the leg side, towards fine leg. Short fine leg fields it, no run. He's in tight. It went too quickly to him for the both batters to score. Fielder made the play. Oh, it's hit very nicely on the offside, and he calls him through for a single. It's quite apparent that the batter Ayaz wants to keep moving, whether it be through his shots, through his running. Nasir Shafiq is also responding very well. Nasir Shafiq. Hit straight into the ground towards the cover region. No run. Cut away by the batter. It's running towards the boundary. Looks like he's going to stop it. They're coming back for two. It's the end of the over. 4 runs in that over. Bubba's spell is now 0 for 24 runs and 6 overs. Very good spell of bowling thus far by Bubba. He's kept a good line. He's put the ball in the right spots. Looking for the batters to make a mistake. As you can see the ball boys resting in the shade there. A very important part of the game. Get your rest. So the screen says Devin Clements. It's changed again. It's actually Sanjeev bowling. Ayaz plays it to the offside. He goes for the big shot, beaten. Could have been some trouble there for Ayaz. So I don't see any fielder at the long on regions. It looks like Ayaz was targeting that area. You got a cover. We've got a mid wicket for. It's pushed towards the offside. No runs. Oh, that is hit in the air. Could be out. Oh, it's dropped in the mid wicket region, and it rolls over for 4. It looks like the fielder, he lost it in the sun, based on what I can see. It didn't. It didn't seem like an easy chance for the fielder there. He did a good job getting to it, but it slipped through his fingers for 4. Hard luck for the bowler. Good luck for the batter. Good fielding there in the cover region. Almost created a run-out chance. It's off the pad. A crowd appeal by the fielders. It's the end of the over. So at the end of 12, it looks like it's 60 for no loss. Not a bad over by Collier. Created a chance as well, Collier, but unfortunately for the bowler, The fielder wasn't able to hold on to it. It was a tough chance because of the sun. There's a bit of a breeze as well that affected the trajectory of the ball. Trying to correct the scoreboard. It should say 60 for no loss in 12. It says 62. Or now it says 70. Pushed to the offside towards third man by Nasir. No runs there. Oh, he went for the extravagant shot through the covers. Instead, it got an edge. It's gone towards third man. They'll come back for two. Went for the big, expansive drive. He had his eyes set on the cover boundary, but fortunately for him, went to third man and not to hand. Flicked away off his legs. Fielder comes around. Batters will come back for two. Pitched up to the batter, pushed to the offside, no runs. Oh, pulled away. 4 runs towards the mid-wicket region. It's the end of the over, 68 for no loss. Very good ball by Sanjeev there, beating Nollins up. Played towards the offside for a single. Sanjeev to continuing. 2 balls of this over gone, 1 run so far. 69 for no loss. Oh, that's through outside the off stump. He went forward with a defensive stroke. Got beaten. Lets it go outside the off stump, no run. It's dropped in the long on region. My fellow commentator Rana Saab returns. Any comments on this catch?
Thank you,
Drop.
Sajad. Yeah, one can only criticize drop catches, but I think it is a part and parcel of the game. At
Now,
times, you take very good catches, almost impossible ones, and at times you drop even the sitters.
no matter how good an athlete you are, once you get into your 40s, 50s, at the masters level of cricket, our sense of balance and direction is just not the same. So these things are going to happen more frequently than at the regular level or the junior level.
Quite right. 14 overs gone, 70 for no loss. Ayaz Ali has 40, Sheikh has 27, and Canada off to a very good start. Run rate bit below, but I think it can be accelerated or they can get up the run rate as well.
I think right now they just want to build a foundation, like the players we saw for the West Indies after those quick wickets. They put down a long partnership and built a platform.
There is a couple of Canadian and a Caribbean sitting there.
Hit towards long off. Probably be a single, which it is. Ayaz back on strike. So one of the challenges as a fielder, I mean, I was in the field as well, helping out as a substitute. I found it challenging today with the left and right combination. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. It always makes the fielders unsettle a bit, and it makes the fielders hustle and bustle. They have they have to change their fielding positions quickly, particularly if the left and right combination is taking singles regularly or threes.
That is true. That is true. So Babwa continuing his spell. He's into his 8th over, none for 33. Push to the onside for a single. And that's what happens. Now you've gotten a single here. Now everybody in the infield has to move. Actually, some people in the outfield as well.
Yeah, it's very challenging.
It's almost the 8th over. 8th over almost ending.
Nowadays, we don't see too many bowlers bowling 8 overs on a trot or 7 overs in one go in ODIs or also in T20s. But good to see somebody who's bowling 8th over on the trot. And this is going to go for few runs. It slows down. Does it have the enough legs to carry to the boundary? Yes, it does. 4 runs.
Do we have an idea of what is a par score on this ground? For
Difficult.
45 overs?
I think 314 what UAE scored in this tournament against Nepal, and today Caribbean scored 311. But generally, or average wise, I'm not quite sure what is the good score. This is the dugout of Canada. Yeah, they.
Pogba continuing. Single to the onside towards square leg. So again, a single to the left-hander. Brings Yaz on strike.
We are coming up towards the first drinks break of this innings. Last ball of the 15th over. None for 39. Bob was bowling figure so far and bowled a good one to finish the over. 77 for no loss, and it's drinks.
77 for a loss after 10 overs.
Yeah, I have drunk a, a room temperature water. 15 overs bowled, 77 for no loss. Ayaz Ali is not too far away from his half a century, and Sheikh Nasir is on 33. This match has entered into an interesting phase because Canada got off to a very good start, and with all the 10 wickets in hand, They are requiring another 235 to win in remaining 30 overs. 180 balls. In comes a signal from the umpire that the second power play is on. West Indies have got a lot of spinners in their bowling attack. There used to be a time when West Indies known for their pace bowlers, but nowadays they are producing good spinners as well. Yes, after I think Ambrose, Walsh, and then there came the Merv Dillon for a few years, and Ryan King appeal was made. Yeah, then West Indies, I think, stopped to produce bowlers of their kind. I think Ambrose was last of his kind, one has to say. Then they produced few good spinners, Sunil Narayan, for instance, Samuel Badri, and a few others. And nowadays they've got few spinners coming up. Doing Bravo um, used to bat well as well. Tino Best was an exciting talent. Once he scored 95 as batter against England in a test match. And once I think he caught Graham Thorpe in the early days of his career. And in the excitement, he started running here and there, and finally he fell down and fainted. Yeah, he got beaten before that as well in this over, but this time around he edged it to the keeper who didn't make any mistake. So, first wicket for the West Indies right after the drinks break. I think concentration was broken, and Sanjeev is the one who has taken the wicket. And the first wicket goes down for Canada. Kesser is the one who. Badr was very impressive with the ball on the other day at DHA. Badr Munir. Ayaz Ali is still occupying the one end with 41. Sheikh got retired hurt, and then the new man sent in during the break, and he got out very cheaply. Bisham going to bowl. Oh, that was a full toss. Got an inside edge back onto his bats. Oh, what has happened with him? He left his crease and wicketkeeper did his job and umpire has given him out. Second wicket falls for Canada and second breakthrough for West Indies. Batsman doesn't look happy at all and he stood there for a little while but now he started walking. Yeah, wicketkeeper showed his hand towards third man, and that's what baffled or castled the batsman, I reckon. And he started running, and then he got him. He's very, very dejected, very annoyed, the batsman. So, two wickets, one after the other, right after the drinks break. We saw Alex Carey stumping Bairstow during Ashes, and a lot of talks were made. Yeah, certainly he did. This one is defended into the covers, and there is no run. Mohammad Riaz is the one who has joined his partner at the crease. Wickets are falling and falling like nine pins. Right after the break, we have seen one, two, but three. He was pulling at that one, and that one was at kneecap height and hit the stumps. Third wicket goes down for Canada, and they are in dire straits 78 for 3. In very quick succession, they lost three of their wickets. His job is to stay at the wicket and make sure Canada don't lose any quick wickets here. I think they got off to a very good start, but suddenly they have ruined it by losing three quick wickets. But we can still take out example or lesson from the West Indies innings. They were struggling at one stage, but then they put up a very good partnership. 234 of 168 balls still gettable.
New bowler is Basham. Dab towards the offside, no run. Badr Munir.
Very crucial time for the Canadian batters.
Yes, they need to pick up the innings from here. No run again. One seemed to go through a little bit quicker. Oh, cut away very nicely. There's protection in the deep. Again, push the offside, no run. It's the end of the over. 79th for 3.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sajjad. 18 overs have been bowled. Score is 79 for 3. Another wicket falls. Wickets are falling and falling quickly. There you see the another one. That one spun back into the right-handed and hit the stumps, and batsman had no clue whatsoever. 79 for 4 is Canada. Sultan Malak has come out to bat. He has come out to bat under the tough circumstances. Another good ball. Everyone got beaten. Couple of runs for the Canada, but the ball was a beauty, and batsman was completely bamboozled on that occasion. Bisham has taken 2 wickets by giving away only 3 or 4 runs. In fact, he has picked up 3 wickets by giving away only 3 runs. It's 83 for 4. Oh, that one took off a little bit. Run seems to have very hard to come by for the Canada. West Indians are quickly running through the overs because spinners are operating, and at the moment, Sanjeev is operating with two slips. Ah, well bowled. One handed brought to the leg side. 20 overs bowled, 84 for 4. That was a drop catch. I think Lawrence was there in the covers who put it down. Leg by called by Wasimuddin. It's 89 for 4. Another dot ball. Sanjeev Goliar bowling nicely here. He's bowling his sixth over. Just conceded 11 runs. Thomas keeping up. Two slips of weight. Comes back for the second. Does Ali Shah. 22 overs bowled, 93 for 4. 'That's wide called. Oh, what is that? What an amazing ball. Called no ball. It has been slipped out of the hands of the bowler, the Bisham. He tried to go downtown on that occasion. Sultan Malik is on 4, Ali Shah is on 10. Just a single. Run out chance, but throw was a wider one. It's 98 for 4. spinners making the life difficult for the batsmen. They are very hard to get away. They are very hard to get runs from. He made room and then cracked it out, but straight into the covers. Finally, a run, an easy one. Hundred is up for the Canada. 100 for four. Oh, he was totally going on to the back foot to a good ball. It's 100 for four. Three for 13. Bisham in the fifth over. Straight back to the bowler. It has been driven by the batsman. They still got a slip in. It means they are looking to get more wickets here, not giving any room to the batsmen to free their arms or score freely. It's a 102 for 4, 25 overs bowled. 103 for 4. We are in the 26th over. And there you see our producer, Nabil, talking to the media manager of Canada, Mr. Farrukh Siddiqui. And they are in a very interesting conversation. I'm judging by the faces, although I'm not a lip reader, but they must be talking about the live coverage, I reckon. Siddiqui is on the right of your screen and Nabil is on the left of your screen. Randy Lindor has been brought onto the bowling attack. So far, he bowled a good over. It's 108 for 4. Our health staff taking care of the players who's getting injured or having some problem physically. What a stunner! What a stunner! It hit the gloves of the keeper, then it went away and slip snapped that one. That's a beautiful catch to dismiss Ali Shah. Take a look at that one again. Edged, it kicked off the hands of the wicket keeper, and Slipper has brought up a tremendous catch. 5 down for 108. Canada is struggling by all means. They are at sea. They're all at sea, one should say. Alisha goes for 16. Now it's 4 wickets for Bisham, and he can get few more because he's only into his sixth over. And the left-handed Sheikh Nasir has joined the crease back because he got retired hurt. So he's not out at 33. West Indies holding the ascendancy. A very good ball to complete the over. It's a 109 for 5. Lindor bowling with very tight line and length. It's 109 for 5. They are running through their overs very quickly. That's a very good shot. A rare boundary after a long, long time. This one short, rising. He rocked it onto the back foot and then pulled it to the mid wicket boundary for 4. Although there was a man back at the wide mid wicket, but it didn't able to stop that one. This is going downtown and it's gone all the way. Sheikh Nasir providing some late entertainment. There you see it again. He fetched that one from outside the off stump and sent it to the long on boundary for 6, right in front of the dressing room of West Indies. That was a very good shot. Timed it to perfection. Turns it. It's 1, 2, 3 for 5. 29 overs bowled. This is coming down to the third man boundary for 4 runs. So suddenly runs have started to come in. That was an outside edge, just wide of the wicket keeper's hand. Sheikh Nasir has completed his half century on the previous wall. It took him just 58 balls. So he's doing a very good job. Oh, that one fell in the no man's land. There were a couple of fielders converting at that one, but then everyone stopped. That was a leading edge. This is played gently in towards the leg side, and there is no run. It's 130 for 5, 30 overs bowled, and it strings. Wasimuddin signals for the third power play. Out he comes and he's been stumped. It looks like they have called the third umpire though, but in the first impression, in the first go, it looked pretty out. Batsman put his dancing shoes on and really swung his bat at that one but didn't make any contact. Nasir Butt is the TV umpire, is taking a look at the front foot first, which is fairly fine. We have gone through the process of no ball, it's a fair ball. And now let's see when the bails were dislodged, whether his foot was inside the crease or outside the crease. This is the question for the television umpire, the Nazir Butt, who's taking a very close look at the monitor. There was he batsman coming out of his crease, wicket keeper taking the ball and then whipping the bails off, and batsman was in there. His bat was. I think umpire would like to see with the other angle as well, but so it looks like he's gonna go. Yes, it is. Third umpire has given his decision and finger is raised. Sixth wicket is down at 131. And Devon Clements gets his first wicket. And Sultan Malik is the one who dismissed right after the drinks break. And we saw a lot of wicket falling right after the first drinks break. And now a wicket falls after the second drinks break in this innings. Talal is going out to bat, the captain. It's all West Indies. Canada had their moments. First, they picked up 3 wickets in the first innings when they were bowling, and then they started their innings well. But apart from those two edges that Canada had, or two moments that Canada had, it's all West Indies. Lindor is in with the next over, and this is punched for an easy single. 180 is required of just 83 balls. Run rate is creeping up all the time. Talal Iqbal, the skipper, out there in the middle, trying to put together a partnership with Sheikh Nasir Shafiq. Let's see if he can succeed. It's 134 for 6. That's gone many a miles. That one banished from that presence. What a lovely hit from Nasir Shafiq. Look at that. High, hard, wide, and handsome. Oh, he has castled him, and another case for the third umpire. Gupta has referred it to the third umpire, and Mr. Nazir but has to take a look to decide that one. Devon Clements pulled that one outside the off stump. Sheikh Nasir tried to go down again, missed it altogether, and wicketkeeper dislodged the bails. They're checking the front foot first. I reckon that's not a no ball. That is not a no ball. Fair ball. Nasir Butt is talking to the TV director at the moment. Now he's asking for the front on vision. Oh, was the foot was in there. It's going to be very, very close. Did he placed his foot in the crease while the bails were dislodged? Oh, it is very close. It has to be a close call. He's trying to plant his foot back. Bails are dislodged. Oh, it looks like a tough call for the umpire as well. He did he he did get his foot up, then tried to plant it back, then tried to ground it. Umpire given it a not out because he grounded his foot in the nick of the time. But surely that was a close call. Score it stays 6 down for 140. Oh, that was a good ball. That's good shot. Couple of runs for Talal. Single. 144 for 6, 33 overs bowled. There you see the batting guard of West Indies because they lost three quick wickets. Hemraj getting run out for naught, then Shezan for 15 and Devon Clements for 13. Randy started the fresh over. This one is played in towards the leg side. 55 was scored by Thomas, who played really well, and then Lawrence got a very good 146 from Derry Goblin, and Nursing getting 38 and 21 by Sanjeev Golear. So after the fall of first three wickets, they really went after the bowling. Lawrence got 100 and Thomas got a half century. Cherries got a quick fire 46. $149 for 6. Canada 150 for 6. Out he comes. It's in the air. It's gonna land safely. Lawrence was the fieldsman. Couple of runs for the Sheikh Nasir Shafiq. And that is gone. Out of here. Another big hit. Sheikh Nasir still fighting it for the Canada. That's a big hit. It traveled miles. 158 for 6. Sheikh goes on to 70. We are coming towards the fag end of Canada's innings and also the fag end of this match. And the one interesting aspect in this match is still left, and it's the Sheikh Nasir. Let's see if he can get his 100 or not. 36 bowled, 162 for 6. 54 legal deliveries to be bowled, and Nasir requires 28 runs to get his 100 in. We already have watched 100. That was from Lawrence. Thomas scored very fine 55. Talal is giving good company to the Sheikh Nasir. And take a look at that one. That's a humongous blow. Absolutely belted that. Out he came and away it went, and it went many a miles. That's a good hit. Right out of the screws. He reaches up to 79 out of 82 balls. He is doing a great job. Goes again. One bounce into the boundary for four. He's in 80s now. Take a look at that one. Ah, smash that one right out of the screws. That was a very good shot. He's now scoring runner ball, 83 of 83 balls. It's 175 for 6. Captain has brought himself onto the bowling attack, and straight away his counterpart used his feet and played a good shot and picked up a single. Beckes is keeping wickets with the maroon Caribbean hat on his head. Single is taken again. That's a very good shot. Down to the boundary for four. Talal Iqbal is playing some shots as well now. That was a full toss. It was there to be put away. That's exactly batsman did to that one. This pair showing resistance. Lindor is still in a search of his first wicket. None for 30 in the seventh over. He's going to get a single on the last ball of this over. 38 overs gone. It's 182 for 6. This one is hammered into the offside, but not more than a single. Talal coming down the pitch to that one. Sheikh Nasir played some beautiful strokes, no doubt. It's 186 for 6. Take a look at that one. He pulled it for four. He goes up to 90. He's 10 short of what would be a terrific century. Under the difficult circumstances, wickets kept falling from one end, and he retired hurt as well, but then came back and played a very good knock here. Last ball of the 40th over is coming up now. Sheikh Nasser got 90 of 94 balls. He will keep the strike because he has taken a single on the final ball of the over. 40 overs bowled, it's 191 for 6. You can see on your screen 121 needed in 30 balls, and if your math is good, you can calculate what is the required run rate. It is about 24 per over, just shade over 24. Exactly 24 will make it 120. They are requiring 121 to win. It means just above 24 per over. Derry has been brought onto the bowling attack, who played very well for his 46 when he was batting. He was going all guns blazing. Sheikh is on 92. I think he deserves to get his 100 because he batted fairly well. Derry Bal Gobin is a tall man. He struck few big sixes while batting. This is in the air. It landed safely again. Two men was trying to get near the ball. Straight to the covers it goes. Misfielding has allowed them to take that single. It's 195 for 6. Sheikh goes on to 94. Very well bowled. An easy single for Talal Iqbal. Nasir keeps strike with a single on the last ball of this over. It's 199 for 6. 113 to get off 18 balls. Even if they can hit 18 sixes, they will get 118. So they can't win from here by all means. But one can say few no balls and few wides ball can help them with the 18-6. But 199 for 6 in 42 overs. Only interesting thing, can Nasir get his 100 or not? Ball Gobin going to start the fresh over. Shafiq needs one good hit to get to his 100. This has been a very good knock from him. Oh, he almost got him. The ball Govin. He was cutting that one from close of his body. 111 runs to win with 4 wickets in hand with 13 balls to go. It's 202 for 6. Derry Balgovin bowled last over. Now it is his bowling partner who started this over. Nasir goes up to 98. Defensive push into the offside. Talal has done a very good job by staying at the wicket, and he has given a certain chance to Sheikh Nasir to get his 100, though he's still 2 runs away from his 100. 204 for 6. And the last ball of this over is going to be bowled now. And there you see the Crows. They are the regular visitor of this ground. They visit the ground every evening, every morning, every noon. They love this grass. They love this ground. Bisham, 4 for 31. Looking to get a fifer here. He goes to 99. 44 overs have been. And there you see. There it is. He gets his 100 because the second run was allowed by the overthrow. He played really well. And look at his teammates, very happy for him. He got 100 in 107 balls. And with the help of few big boundaries, 44 gone, 206 for 6. And he's even been congratulated by the West Indian as well. And here he is doing the sajda to his God. He's very happy. And he's getting retired hurt again. It is a monumental knock by him. Nine fours and 4 sixes have been struck by him in his 100. caught. Another wicket falls. Captain Talal Iqbal goes for 25. He was trying to go over the top of covers, gifted a catch. 7 down for 206. Tyrone and Nasir Mahmood, two newcomers at the wicket. Good ball. नहीं नहीं जब इनकी बॉलिंग की वेस्ट इंडीज ने जो बॉलिंग की अभी 4 wickets for Bisham. He bowled extremely well. 4 for 33. That's over the top. Vijay Goliath also taking 1 wicket. 1 wicket for Derry. This one is defended. And that is that. 207. That's what Canada got in their allotted 45 overs. So West Indies have won this match by a big margin of 103 runs. Hello, hello. Here we are at Karachi Gymkhana with the player of the match ceremony, and let me introduce our uh, team who's will give away the man of the match or player of the match, Mr. Humayun Naz, an famous actor and a senior member of Karachi Gymkhana, Babar Basharat, the match referee and first class cricketer for Pakistan. And today we have seen a very good match, West Indies versus Canada, and West Indies won that match by a big margin of 103 runs. There have been performances, but first of all, I would like to call upon the captain of Canada, Mr. Talal Iqbal, if he can come up, please, and have some words with me. Talal, tough luck. You had your moments. You were in a very good position when you got 3 wickets of West Indies and runs were not coming. And then your openers did a fantastic job. But where did you go wrong?
We went three, four times wrong. I mean, 60 for three, and then the partnership came. We dropped a few catches, bad bowling from our bowlers. So, I mean, this cost us. Obviously, he played a great innings. The left-hander guy, he made 100, and they scored a score that was reachable. But after Nasir got injured, we were 70 for one, and again the same thing repeated. The boys collapse again, 4 wickets down for maybe 5 runs. I mean, when you are chasing 311 runs, you can't lose so many wickets. So that's the big reason.
No doubt about that. But the way Nasir played, it is the positive which you can take forward.
Obviously, Nasser, actually, he came yesterday. He came yesterday night and he scored 100 today. So big round of applause for him because he's a star player. Some problems here and there. That's why he could not travel with us. But he showed his class that he is a great batsman and he proved it today.
Go well for the future, Talal. Well done, mate. And now I would like to call upon the Mr. Do Narayan, the captain of West Indies, the winning captain. Well done by you and your team, and now you can feel you are in the semi-final and you are continuing your good performances.
Yeah, it's very pleasing to see the guys the way we finished the innings, and of course, well played to Farnham, and also Randy as well. There's a period there where he was like struggling to get off strike and manipulate the ball. So once they get over that hurdle, they started played well, and we able to get to the figure.
And apart from these two who put up a very good partnership, I think Terry and you played a good hand at the fag end of the innings.
Yeah, it was set up very nice for us to come at the back end there and then start a tee off, and that's what we did well.
And one of your bowlers bowled tremendously well. He took 4 wickets. The Seepers, what is it? Seepers.
Yeah, Super side went well. I mean, the pitch is still, I mean, good for bowling as well. It depends on pace, your air speed. So if you put some spin on it, you get a little purchase, and I think that's what he did.
Go well and have a good one in futures. There have been performances from West Indies and from Nasir Sheikh as well for Canada. But our man of the match is none else but Lawrence for his great 101. If he can come up, please, and first we will get the man of the match award from Mr. Humayun Naz, our guest, and then he will have some words with me. Mr. Humayun giving away the man of the match to Mr. Lawrence. Lawrence, you were down and out at one stage of the game. Runs were not coming and they were all over you. What was going through your mind when you came to bat?
I think it was really important that we dug in a bit. I mean, I must give credit to Randy. He really dug me out of a tough situation. But we batted in partnerships and we did well in it in both halves when we batted. So credit to the boys. I found it a bit difficult when the guy was coming around the wicket to me, but we just exchanged ends and we started to flow a little bit more.
Looking forward to play well in next games as well?
Of course. I mean, it's good to see the boys in good condition, putting up a score of 312 and bowling very well. A lot of people get a lot of reps and overs in, so it'll be good going forward so that we can see our best team going forward.
Go well for the future games. Well done, mates, and ladies and gentlemen, that is it from the player of the match ceremony.